and its impact for India continues to energize us and do more. May I, sir? Please join your hands to welcome Mr. Modi again.
Your Excellency, Dr. Angela Merkel, it is a great pleasure for me to join you in Bangalore. Welcome to this speech. I fondly recall my visit to the city of Hanover and Hanover Messe in April. 15 states, a number of CEOs and hundreds of companies from India had participated. The exposure of Hanover Messe will go a long way in shaping our vision and strategy of manufacturing. This is particularly important at a time when we are on the path of making India a global manufacturing hub. Dr. Merkel and friends, there is a tremendous potential in India-Germany economic collaboration. Germany ranks 7th among foreign investor countries in India. About 600 Indo-German joint ventures are already operating in India. However, as of now, our economic partnership remains below our full potential. We are particularly keen to develop the sectors where Germany is strong. We are working hard to create conducive conditions for the same. Friends, at a time of global slowdown, India represents a bright spot for investment. We are fortunate to be sailing in the right direction. The recent data on global economic activity reinforces this assertion. However, we cannot afford to be complacent. We are committed to doing everything possible to convert this analysis into reality. With a very open and global mindset, we have worked aggressively in the last 15 months to make India an easy place to do business. We are committed to creating favorable conditions for business and industry because we believe that they are necessary for improving the lives of ordinary citizens in India. A recent study conducted with the help of the World Bank Group has brought out the urgency among our provincial governments on ease of doing business. They are moving hand in hand with the federal government in this direction in a true spirit of cooperative and competitive federalism. In fact, the provincial governments have now entered into a healthy competition among themselves to ensure that a transparent, predictable, and user-friendly regulatory mechanism is quickly put in place. Friends, one of the biggest challenges in India today is to productively employ your youth. For meeting this challenge, we need to provide a huge push to manufacturing, which has stagnated at around 16% of the GDP for several decades in India. This percentage must reach around 25% in the short and medium term. With this in view, we have launched the Make in India initiative. To make it a success, apart from vigorous implementation of measures For ease of doing business, we have fast-track approvals and clearances for industry and infrastructure. Transparent auction and allocations of spectrum and of key natural resources like coal, iron ore, and other minerals in the last 15 months have created a level playing field for investors. We are aware that our domestic financial resources are not sufficient to meet our needs. Therefore, to enhance the flow of foreign investments, we have liberalized the foreign direct investment regime, allowing 100% FDI in railways, enhancing the FDI limit to 49% in defense and insurance. We have also refined our FDI policy for construction and medical devices. We have rationalized a number of other FDI-related policies issues, including bringing in the concept of composite sector caps for the FPIs and other investors. We are keen to build futuristic physical and social infrastructure. Through self-imposed discipline in the management of our financial resources, we have been able to allocate more resources for infrastructure sectors. In addition, we are setting up an India Investment and Infrastructure Fund. We have targeted an annual flow of rupees 20,000 crores, which is approximately 2.7 billion euros into this fund from our own resources. We are putting in place a professional team for asset management. We have also come up with the mechanism of tax-free infrastructure bond for projects in rail, road, and irrigation sectors. There were a number of regulatory and taxation issues which were adversely impacting on the sentiments of foreign investors. We have taken very decisive steps to remove a number of long-pending concerns of investors. To give you some examples, we have expedited regulatory clearances, including security and environmental clearances. Across the board, we have increased the validity period of industrial licenses. We have de-licensed a number of defense items and liberalized a number of restrictions like end-use certificate. We have increased the validity period of defense industrial licenses up to 18 years from 3 years. We have clearly articulated that we will not resort to retrospective taxation and reinforce this position by not going for imposition of minimum alternate tax on FPIs. We have notified the regulations for the alternative investment funds allowing foreign investments in such funds. We have rationalized the capital gain tax regime for real estate investment trusts. We have modified the permanent establishment norms. We have also decided to defer the implementation of the general anti-avoidance rules for 2 years. We have introduced the GST bill in Parliament. We are hopeful to roll it out in 2016. We are working on a new bankruptcy code. The Company Law Tribunal is soon going to be formed. We want to make sure that our tax regime is transparent and predictable. We are also keen to see that genuine investors and honest taxpayers get quick and fair decisions on tax matters. As a result, our initiatives, the sentiments for private investment and inflow of foreign investment have turned positive. The growth rate of our GDP is above 7%. FDI inflows have gone up by 40% compared with previous year's corresponding period. Many international financial institutions, including the World Bank, IMF, OEC, and others, are predicting even faster growth in the coming years. Moody's has upgraded the rating of India as positive. India has improved its ranking of investment attractiveness against 15 so far. Now we are at 9th place. India has also jumped 16 places on the World Economic Forum's Global Competitive Index after 5 years of decline in the list. Similarly, in a ranking of the top global destinations for greenfield investment, in the first half of 2015, India is at number 1. Foreign Policy magazine of USA has ranked India as number 1 FDI destination. Thus, just in 15 months, we have successfully restored the credibility of India in the eyes of global players. I have always said that government had no business to do business. Hence, through PPP or otherwise, we are encouraging private investments in areas where earlier only government used to invest. We are also divesting our stake in the public sector enterprises to instill market discipline. Friends, I want to assure you that India is committed to protecting intellectual property rights of all innovators and entrepreneurs. We have taken several initiatives for transparency and online processing in IP administration. A comprehensive national IPR policy is being finalized. Last week, I myself reviewed the situation. I can say that this will be progressive and forward-looking policy. Friends, we want your active involvement in translating our dreams into reality. Our commitment and aggressiveness to achieve the goal in a faster and effective manner offers immense opportunities to German companies. These opportunities range from building 50 million houses to setting up 100 smart cities, modernization of our railway network and station, to setting up a new railway corridors, generation of 175 gigawatt of renewable energy, to construction of transmission and distribution networks, national highways, bridges and metro rails. Such a huge potential for creation and production will not be available in any one country. More importantly, no one place on the earth can offer the potential for consumption on such a massive scale. We are trying to power this potential through our campaigns like Digital India and Skill India. To tap the energy fully, we have launched the Startup India campaign. I thank NASSCOM for becoming our active partner in this journey. Recently, we tried to ignite this energy through an interface of our youth with ecosystem of Silicon Valley. India, in fact, is on the threshold of a big IT revolution. We are at the tipping point where technology is going to be leveraged to meet the aspirations of our 1.25 billion citizens. These initiatives provide additional avenues for investment in modern technology and human resources. Friends, ours is a country of the young, and it is going to remain so for many more years. There is a huge domestic market in India. Unlike a decade ago, talented young minds in India are no longer looking merely for high-paying jobs. Instead, they have now begun taking risks and preferring to become entrepreneurs. We have witnessed exponential growth in the number of startups in the recent past. Some of these have begun to challenge established global players. To conclude, I can assure you that we will open to welcome your ideas, innovations, and enterprises. I had said in Hanover, and I am saying it again, that we are also open to carry out necessary corrections in our policies and procedures. I can say that never before India was so well prepared to absorb talent, technology, and investment from outside. To our understanding, the necessary condition to propel the Indian economy to a high growth trajectory do exist today. I am eagerly looking forward to working with you. While in Bangalore, I must add that it is the software of India that will move the hardware across the world. It is the talent of India that will master the technology. It is the market of India that will motive manufacturing. Therefore, it makes strong business sense to be in India. It makes even better business sense to make in India. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, sir. We are indeed honored to have you here today. Listen to you one more time with all the inspiration that you bring and the energy you bring to this nation itself. Sir, thank you for giving NASSCOM an opportunity to be a part of your vision. And we once again reassure you our commitment to make sure that your vision becomes a reality. Thank you. Let's give a round of applause to the Honorable Prime Minister again. Thank you, sir.